I'm sitting here with none other than Dean Thomas. Dean Thomas, thank you so much for giving me the time. Kingdom Promotions, we're sitting here, let's do it for BJ Penn. So we're just sitting here talking. Tell us your overall, what's your pro record again? It was like 30-some pro fights.
Yeah, I got 34 pro fights. My record is 26-8.
And 9 fights in the UFC.
9 fights in the UFC. I'm 5-4 in the UFC. I've did the Ultimate Fighter Season 4, the comeback.
Yes.
So like I did the comeback
before
most people even got involved in MMA. So like
yeah.
I'm old, and it's funny too because the comeback, the season finale was in 2006. So like most people didn't even get involved in UFC until after.
So in 2001, he fought BJ Penn in the UFC, and you said you were favored to win that fight.
I was, at that time, like I had a good buzz. I had beaten, a lot of top guys in the world. Had fought in Japan, and he beat me. Like this was before BJ was BJ. He beat me, but I've had a great career.
That is awesome, though, man. I mean, what I'm trying to do is just show the Kingdom Promotions fans that right here in Arkansas, right here in Littlerock, you have access to UFC guys. You have to take advantage of it, man. You have access to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champions and black belts and professional fighters. You got to take advantage of this, please. I'm begging you guys, if you want to take your career to another level, because you guys email me, you say, I want to be a pro. What does it take to be a pro? Train, number one. Number two, get with a team.
Yeah,
I mean, what would you tell them? They have visions of grandeur, but okay, they're an amateur fighter, 0-1 or 1-0, but they want to take it somewhere. What do they do?
He's right. The first thing you got to do is you got to train. And you got to train. You can. I don't care where you train. You can train by yourself. You can, but you got to train. That's the key. You have to train. Now, obviously, you're gonna want to train with an experienced team or coach or somebody who can guide you in the right way. So, the key is you got to train, and then you're gonna want to train with an experienced camp, somebody who's been there or done it or can get you there where you want to go. Then you gotta be patient too. Like I think that's the biggest thing with most young fighters. They're not patient. Most young fighters they want to get in there. They want to go pro right away. They want this right away. They want to try to make money. And the thing is, as a professional fighter in the beginning, you don't make no money. It's just the way it is.
What was your first?
My first
pro fight. What'd you get paid?
My first pro fight, I got paid $30. I got paid $30. It didn't even cover the gas. Dude was like, I gave you $30.
Mine was $400.
That was my second, and it was a tournament. I fought 2 guys in one night for a tournament, and the winner got $500. Nobody else got paid except for the winner, and I happened to win the tournament. So,
wow,
man. So like, you got to be patient. You can't in the beginning. Like, if it's your aspiration to be a fighter and you want to make big money, that's cool. But like, you can't do it for the money in the beginning. Like you have to do it for the love of what you're doing, and there's got to be some type of intrinsic motivator to get you to do this.
Let me ask you. So you got your pro debut or your UFC debut against BJ Penn.
Yeah.
How did you get into the UFC?
I was fighting a lot. I had and then that's another thing too. Like you can't really turn down fights. Most guys are.
Oh, you mean pick fights?
Yeah, you can't do that. Like if you want easy fights, you have to make them easy by training. You don't get easy fights because you don't get easy fights. You got to make them easy.
Yeah.
So I had fought a lot. I was fighting like in the beginning. I was fighting a lot, like every month. So like or every couple of months. Like, and I was just trying to stay busy. And I was fighting a lot. And then I got an opportunity to fight in Japan. I had fought Jens Pulver. I beat Jens Pulver.
I trained with Jens Pulver.
So at that time I had a buzz, and like that's the biggest thing too. Like as a fighter, you gotta have a buzz. You can't just be a good fighter and expect promoters to put you on their show.
That was gonna be my next question. Okay, so everybody listen to this. When I tell you this, I have guys on my fight card, and they always want me to put them on a poster. You sell 5 tickets. No, I'm sorry. You want me to put you on a #1 fight? No, you sell 6 tickets. You don't understand, man.
You gotta have a buzz. You can't just be a good fighter, because if you're a good fighter, you can have a fight record of 10-0, and then another guy have a record of 0-10. If the guy who's 0-10 is going to attract more people than you at 10-0, it makes no sense for you to even be on the card. You need to have a fight. As a fighter, you got to be an exciting fighter. You can't go out there and try to play. You got to take risks. You got to be an exciting fighter. And then you got to do on your off time. You should dedicate time not only to like training, but you should dedicate time to reach out to your fans or reach out to people in the community to want to see you fight. Like if you're a local fighter, you should, like everybody in the community should know that you're a fighter. You got to reach out to them. Hey, listen, I'm a local fighter. Come see me fight. Even if you just come see me fight. Get flyers. Get business. I remember as not an amateur, I was a low-level pro, and I had playing cards made up for me that I used to just pass out so people would know that I was in the area. And they wanted to see me fight, so like I had a buzz about me.
Yeah.
So like you gotta have a buzz about you.
I usually tell people all the time, social media right now is taking over the world. You gotta have a Twitter account, you gotta have a Facebook account, and you can't be talking trash on there. I don't want to hear what you did on Friday night at the bar because I don't want you fighting on my fight card if that's the person that you are. Just because you're not gonna attract the crowd that I want, which are MMA fighters. I want MMA fans. I want to hear you talking about you training and your dieting. I see TJ Brown put on his Facebook picture a sweet potato and tilapia. That's what I want to know, that you're focused and training and you're real. You're a professional fighter, even though you're not maybe a professional yet.
Yeah, I mean, but in like at the time when I was coming, we didn't have social media, so we had to do everything, hands on. So like I was out in the street, doing what I had to do to get people.
I made a shirt.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta have, like I had shirts, I had stickers that I made up for people to put on their car. So like you gotta do all these little things, and like now with social media, it's a lot easier. But then you also have to back it up too. So like if you're gonna be in this game, this is a business for you. So like you have to treat your business like a business. So you can't be out there, giving your business a bad name. So you gotta do things the right way. You gotta eat right. You gotta train hard, and you gotta market yourself.
Yeah. Well, man, Kingdom Promotions fans, get ready for this. February 16th is the largest fight card that I've ever put together. It's the largest show in the state of Arkansas, probably surrounding states. 3 title fights, pro fights. It's almost all sold out. There's probably about 300 general admission tickets left, and it's still 2 weeks away. But guys, I'm telling you, you've got to be at Valentine's Massacre. Dean Thomas, thank you so much. Tell them how to get a hold of you on your Facebook.
Man, I'm pretty easily accessible. You can get a hold of me. I have two Facebook pages. You can just type my name in, Dean Thomas. That's spelled DINTHOMAS. I have 2 pages. One is Dean Thomas. The other one is Dean Thomas ATT. So it's facebook.com/Dean Thomas. Or I have a Twitter account at Dean Thomas. And I have a YouTube channel. I got a lot of stuff on my YouTube channel, Dean Thomas MMA. Again, that's spelled DINTHOMAS MMA. So check me out.
All right. God bless, guys. Thanks a lot.